Live better and longer with the Fitzness Show, hosted by fitness expert, author, and TV personality Fitz Kohler. She'll tell you why diets are dumb, supplements are snake oil, and the truth about how you can earn a lean, hard, pain-free, and athletic body. Now for our favorite bossy blonde, Fitz Kohler.
Well, hi, team. I'm Fitz Kohler, your very bossy fitness pro from fitzness.com. And welcome to the Fitzness Show. I've got lots of things to tell you about today. And one of the things, I'm going to tell you how I recently got cursed out, which is so much fun. Folks, if you haven't done so yet, click like and share the Fitzness Show with somebody new, someone I haven't yammered to already. And if you'd like to leave a review, well, that would be handy dandy. Also, fitzness.com has been updated recently. We've got a bazillion new articles on the blog portion. So go visit fitzness.com. Would ya? Okay, so starting with things I want to tell you right now, this week, I officially finished my manuscript for book number 5. I'm so freaking pumped. Now, this is 34 chapters plus an intro plus a bye-bye section. So kind of you could call it 36 chapters, but I'm not. I'm saying 34. And it is so all-encompassing. This book is a fitness book designed to help grown-ups from 18 and older live better and longer, to look great, feel great, perform great, be of ideal weight, and I don't know, all the other stuff that it's very all-encompassing. Not only is it filled with exercise and nutrition and quality sleep information, but there's chapters dedicated just to women and just to men, just aging and just people raising families. And oh my gosh, there's complementary care, massage, acupuncture, and I don't know, I'm probably not selling it as good as it should be, but there's a lot. And so the manuscript is me generating original content. So I go blah, blah, blah. And I've been doing this for almost a year and a half, putting all of these words into pages. And then now I've taken all the words and I've provided it to a handful of people to say, read it and tell me why you hate it. And that's how I do when I write a book. They are called beta readers. And I say, beta reader, take my book and tell me why it's garbage, why you hate it, why it sucks, and tear it apart. Thankfully, nobody has hated it. In fact, they seem to love it a lot, and they're in very different genres. I have college students reading, and maybe like 50-year-old women and 70-year-old man, and a couple in between, and everybody has found chapters that are very relevant to them. So that's exciting to me. The only other chapter that I need to create to generate content will be the large how-to pictorial photos with instructions section so people know how to exercise. I did that with Your Healthy Cancer Comeback, and I think it's a great part of the book. People really use it, and it's one of their favorites, but it's a pain in the can. Anyways, I'm done with the actual manuscript part, though, and I'm thrilled. So hooray for me. I did a social media post. You guys have been cheering me on. Hooray. And I'll allow that because it's a lot of work. Books are colossal amounts of work. It's funny how many people will say, I'm going to write a book one day. And I think, oh, yeah, have at it. Give it a try. Now, mind you, I encourage everybody, if you've got a message mass amounts of people need to hear or a story that would be compelling, great. But it's really a hard thing to do. And it's just never freaking ending process. I've been writing this book since I think I started January of 24. And it's taken a while. But anyways, manuscript's done. Needs a lot of editing, and I'll have proofreading and professional layout designer, professional cover designer. There's many paces this book needs to go through. But for right now, I'm feeling very proud of myself. So high five to me. Okay, here's something else. The other day, I think it might have been Thursday, I posted a little Instagram reel talking about how to respond when people are mean to you. And I was saying that I have haters. I have people that are mean to me. Oh my gosh, you would die if you knew how many. I've dealt with all the things you can imagine. And we all do. So I'm no sad case, right? But I've dealt with some really horrible, hateful people. But this was unusual this weekend because I had a vile, disgusting, horrible man who's been mean to me in the past, or I'll say nasty, come up and shout in my face for 2 solid minutes, cursing at me. I think he came close to 10 F-bombs. And while he was shouting at me and threatening me, And he got so close in my face. I thought he was going to hit me. In fact, I definitely thought he was going to hit me. And I thought, okay, try it. Try it. You're going to have a real bad time, not only today, but for a very long time if you do it. But I kept saying, don't curse at me. Don't curse at me. Don't talk to me that way. And he just was so hostile and horrible and vicious and disgusting. And so he's someone at a place where I work, and I don't think it's safe to work around a person like that that's so hateful and horrible to me. But I didn't let him ruin my day. It was one of those things where I said I had published this video, and I was saying, don't let people steal your joy. Hey, everybody's got an opinion, and their opinion of you is none of your business, right? People are entitled to hate your guts. In fact, anybody can hate my guts. Golly, there's a few people I prefer not hate me, but if they want to, that's their business, right? Or think mean things, or just think I'm ugly, or I don't know, a bad dresser. They can think those things of me. That's not going to ruin my day. I expect people to be professional if we're around each other, courteous, right? But they don't have to love me or think I'm fabulous. But anyways, I make this video talking about how not to let people steal your joy with their horribleness. And I was able to go have a great day. I was able to focus on the wonderful things that happened that day and really put him in perspective. It's just like, it's just him. That's him. He's awful. Can you imagine living inside that mind? Like that guy who's so horrible, how septic, how toxic those feelings, those emotions must be for him. So, yeah, I don't want to work around him anymore. But yeah, I'm so happy that I was able to walk away and think, like, my life is still great. My life is still great. So you're going to have somebody who's horrible to you, who says something mean. Maybe it's your sister or your mom or your dad or your aunt. Even with those people, it's your job to shake it off and find a reason to be happy. Don't let anybody eat up your entire day. I found it so very ironic that I post this video of not responding or not letting mean people get the best of you. And then, of course, I have the worst person, and I didn't let him get the best of me. And I feel very proud about that. So, yeah, I mean, whatevs. People are crazy. Are some people are wonderful, but we certainly have a percentage of lunatics out there. And I dealt with one. That was an interesting experience. But yeah, I was able to walk away with it. Maybe I had a few minutes of real like, that was bad. But once I got it off my chest, I went on and enjoyed my day. So hooray for me. And I hope that person goes to counseling. Okay. Here's another thing I did recently. I've been ballroom dancing. I did the Dancing with the Stars competition last year, and I loved it so much that I've been taking private lessons once a week for, I guess, about a year now. And I really enjoy it. And I haven't done much dancing outside of the classroom, just me and my instructor, Michael. About a month or so ago, I went back to that Dancing with the Stars competition as a spectator, as just someone in the audience. And they do these dance breaks between, maybe there's 5 competitors up front, 5 in the back, and they have a open dance floor with a DJ in the middle. And I got to dance with my instructor, cha-cha and salsa and all sorts of fun stuff on a real dance floor with real people and a DJ. It was so much fun. And so there's this local place here in Gainesville, and it's dated. I've never been there, but I've heard that they have these dance parties every Saturday night, every 2 weeks. And I've been wanting to go for a very long time, but because I work elsewhere all the time, I've never been able to go. And finally, this weekend, I went with my friend Bill, who's also a ballroom dancer. We just had the best time. You walk into this place, it's kind of a time warp. You would think it was 1982. It's just crazy. It's hard to describe. It just draws you back. It's not been updated. The decor hasn't been updated. It was fine, but it was very dated. And then I was the youngest person in there by at least about 20 years besides Bill. And I thought it was lovely. I wish more people my age were out ballroom dancing, and probably I can find them at salsa events. But yeah, it was really neat. I got to dance with Bill a whole bunch. He's actually a champion dancer. He does pro amateur. He's an amateur, dances with a pro, and they take home first at competitions all over the country. But we had fun dancing together. And then some of the other guys would come and ask me to dance, and in their 70s and their 80s. And they were so classy. They were so nice. They would come over to the table where I was sitting and say, can we foxtrot or can we tango? And it was It was so great. It was so great. They were polite and lovely, and there were quite a few fantastic dancers, and then there was quite a few who were not fantastic dancers, and I kinda had the same attitude I used to have when I was dating in college. In college, my answer was yes. If a boy asked me on a date, I would say yes, because my attitude was, "How lovely that this guy thinks that I'm special enough that he would like to treat me to dinner or lunch or an ice cream or whatever it was." And I just thought, I'm going to say yes and give him a chance, even if he's not someone I think is super handsome or funny. I have a type, and many of those guys who I went out with in college weren't my type, but I thought, well, this is an opportunity to maybe make a friend, or, maybe I would have fallen in love. Who knew? But yeah, it was kind of the same thing with all these guys coming over to the table and offering the opportunity to waltz with them. And it was really charming, really, really charming, a whole bunch of fun. And it's something I would love to keep dancing for the next 50 years. So hopefully one day I'm an 85-year-old chick out there dancing with the 85-year-old guys. Maybe some young 40-something comes and I get to dance with him. But it was great. It was really lovely. And I would say that most of the people I hang out with here in Gainesville are like, I would say the average age is 80 plus, because they're all my friends at the dog park are pretty up there. And then of course I got Billy Bob, who's 100, who throws that curve up pretty high. But yeah, cool group of folks, and I had fun. And you know what? I could have thought, well, I've never been there before, so I'm not going to go. Maybe it'll be weird. Maybe I would have. Who cares? But I had a great time, and I'm definitely going to go back. So dancing. If you have any interest in dancing more than just wiggling your fingers and shaking your thing at a wedding or a nightclub, look for a ballroom dance class wherever you live. They're all over the country. I think the most popular brand is Arthur Murray, but there's independent instructors that could meet you even at your local fitness center. Their hardwood floors that they do group fitness classes are perfect for ballroom dance. So you don't have to do all the dances. If you really hate Latin dances, you don't have to do them. You could stick with foxtrot and waltz and tango, or you can do the opposite. But it's a good time, and I get a I get a pretty good workout most times, but they're very gentle. There's no boom boom impact the way you get with running, for example. It's just peaceful and it feels great, and you forget you're burning calories because you're having such a good time. So highly recommend the ballroom dance. And we will be right back.
Are you looking for the perfect gift for a loved one battling cancer? The Cancer Comeback series by Fitz Kohler offers hope, inspiration, and practical guidance. With Your Healthy Cancer Comeback, My Noisy Cancer Comeback, and The Healthy Cancer Comeback Journal. These books are a lifeline for all patients and survivors. Right now, you can order autographed copies at a special discount. Show your support and help a loved one go from sick to strong. Visit fitzness.com today. That's FITZNESS.com. Fitzness.com.
We're back. Okay, so I had a few questions on Instagram. I thought I'd answer them here too, because they were good ones. Someone asked what my favorite muscle is to work. Well, technically all of them. I'm obsessed with strength training, and I love to do everything. And I especially love plyometric exercises, or exercises that are me versus gravity. Lately, because of my own fitness challenges, I've been doing an endless amount push-ups and angry ups and burpees and squat jumps and lunges, and I can see my body changing. It's so wonderful, because where I was scrawny and fighting to get muscles back, I finally feel like pre-cancer fits. I finally look at my arms and I go, okay, they're the way they're supposed to be. So I love exercises, me versus gravity. But lately, I would say my favorite body part to train, and that was the question, would be my legs and glutes, because again, that's really one of the areas I've been working on. I like strong legs. And here's the other thing. I wear short shorts, not inappropriately short, but I wear short shorts, and I'm a mini skirt girl. I look super strange in long dresses. So it's nice to have strong stems sticking out from underneath shorter shorts and a mini dress or a mini skirt. So yeah, legs, that's my favorite, but I love them all. And really, it's so hard to choose. It's like choosing your favorite child. Who can do it? Unless one of your kids is a real jerk, and then maybe you can. But my kids are both equally awesome, and so I don't pick favorites. I do have a favorite son, though, and a favorite daughter, which, don't tell them. Shh. Okay. Other question. What is my favorite summer activity? Favorite summer activity is water sports. I like being dragged behind a boat. like doing water skiing and hydrosliding and even bouncing around on an inflatable behind a boat. Any activity where I can be dragged behind a boat is my favorite kind of activity. I also love surfing, even though I'm not very good at it, and jet skiing. So great question. But yeah, hot temperatures, warm water, rowdy playtime. And oh, who's my hero? That was a cute question, but I don't have a hero. I don't have a person, but I do have all the people, all of our men and women in uniform, whether they're first responders or military or veterans. Those are my heroes, people that actually will put their lives on the line for freedom, for the US of A. I will worship outwardly, fanatically, like a freaking fangirl for the rest of my life. Thank you so much. If you're listening and you've done any of those things, know that I think you're the best. The cat's meow and all the cool things in the world. Thank you. Thank you. Real hero stuff. Anyone who's volunteering to put on a Kevlar vest or a fire suit, for crying out loud. If you are a person who's willing to run into a building that's on fire, woo! Hero status. Just the second you get hired, instantly you qualify. Okay. This weekend, I had the Donna Mother's Day 5K, and the Donna puts on 3 events each year. It's the Donna National Marathon to Finish Breast Cancer. Then there's the Donna Mother's Day 5K and the Donna TPC 5K in October. We had a wonderful time. It's just a special event. And Amanda Napolitano, my race director, she does a stellar job bringing in extraordinary sponsors, and the layout is always fantastic. And then the people who show up are warm and fuzzy, and they ooze appreciation. They're just happy to be there. And everyone who shows up seems to have been touched by breast cancer in some regard. We have men who show up who have breast cancer or have had breast cancer. And of course, it's like hundreds of women. It's just awesome. Just awesome. It's so fantastic. And it's interesting. I'm starting to get a little more used to it. So I used to host this ovarian cancer race, and that one really gutted me. It was stressful, and we had so many women who are on basically death's door coming out to do the event, and we lost quite a few immediately after the races, and it hurt. It hurt a lot during the event and after. And then I do have that same experience with the breast cancer runs. Breast cancer is so much more curable. The odds are really in your favor with breast cancer. It's 94% cure rate. Unfortunately, 1 in 8 women means we still do lose too many women. But yeah, I show up now, and it just hurts a little less. I can look more at the joy, at the accomplishments, and I get to grab each survivor. And now, fortunately, they make a beeline to me. I used to chase them down. It's not something they used to do at the Dawn. It was something I did. I thought, okay, I want to meet her. She's a survivor. Let's go grab her, find out what her name is. Let's celebrate. How many years is she cancer free? And so for years now at the Donna, I've been chasing down women and men with the survivor bib saying, wait, come here. And I put on miles. You have no idea how many miles I run within maybe a 30-yard space. I work so hard. But now finally the women, they know the routine, the ones who have been there before, and some who even don't, they're getting it. They're now finding me. They come towards the finish line and they're making a beeline for me, which saves me many steps. And mind you, I don't mind doing the work, but I definitely work so hard at these finish lines. So it was great this weekend. They were just coming straight for me. And, every one of them, we find out what's your name and how many years cancer free are you, or where are you in your treatment? And the crowd goes wild for them. And it's great for that person being celebrated, but I think it's also really beneficial for everybody else, all of our spectators, because they get to outwardly celebrate people. I think that feels good, showing legit support and cheers. And then it gives them hope for, the person they love at home going through cancer care. So it's just a fine experience. It's just top notch. If you have not been to one of our races, you should. The Donna National Marathon to Finish Breast Cancer is, I think it's February 1st this coming year. And look at the schedule, but registration opens in July. We also have an opportunity to do virtually. And if you're far away and you don't want to make the trip, then do it virtually. Money goes to the same place and you get the same beautiful medal and shirt. We do a half marathon, 5K, and then there's a 110-mile ultra. Some people do it during the whole Donna weekend. They run 110 miles over the course of 2 days. But you could also do the 110-mile virtual challenge. which you can register for, and then you can spread 110 miles out over the course of several months, which is a really nice fitness goal. And then when you're done, they send you a belt buckle, which is slightly cooler than a medal, I think. And you can actually wear it around, and I highly recommend that you do. This week, or no, that's a lie. May 31st and June 1st, I am going to be in Fargo. If you are going to be in Fargo too, oofda, let me know. I want to hear from you. I think Tim Patton's coming to Fargo. I think Beth Kent is coming to Fargo. Frode. He lives in Fargo, and he's actually planning a Thursday night beer run social thing. It's like have beer and run with Fitz. And so I'm excited about that. And hopefully everybody comes and we can have some running, do some running and have some beer together. And I've been told I'm going to answer some questions or something or other, which is just fine by me. But we have a lot of fun planned in Fargo. If you'd like to come, register. Discount code is fitzness. It's my brand, FITZNESS. And yeah, sign up now. There's still room. We've got a 5K, a 10K, a half, and a full. And I think kids races. I think there's no more dog race, but what else? We're gonna make the best of whatever is happening in Fargo this year. The rest of my race announcing schedule is at fitzness.com. If you go there, right on the front page, there's a big banner that says Fitz's race announcing schedule. Click there because I'm going to be everywhere. Absolutely everywhere, ad nauseum. And I would love to see you. If you haven't done so already, go to fitzness.com and use the contact Fitz form and share some good questions with me because I want to talk about what you want to talk about, and your cues really help provide me with a reason to give some A. So I love you. Get to work. Bye, team.
Hi, this is Rudy Novotny, the voice of America's Marathons. We all love how much running has benefited every aspect of our lives, so much so that most of us only wish we'd started sooner. Wouldn't it be wonderful to gift the opportunity to children of today? Well, you can. The Morning Mile is a before-school walking and running program that gives children the chance to start each day in an active way while enjoying fun, music, and friends. That's every child, every day. It's also supported by a wonderful system of rewards, which keeps students highly motivated and frequently congratulated. Created by our favorite fitness expert, Fitz Kohler, Morning Milers across the country have run over 2 million miles and are having greater success with academics, behavior, and sports because of it. The Morning Mile is free to the child, free to the school, and is inexpensively funded by businesses or generous individuals. Help more kids get moving in the morning by visiting morningmile.com. Champion the program at your favorite school or find out more about sponsorship opportunities. That's morningmile.com. Long may you run.